early on the stretcher. Let's hope that he is okay. He had his wife with him. And that's the final, 31-10. The Wolverines. Jim Harbaugh makes the...
Welcome back to the Michael Baxton Show. Michigan beat Indiana 31-10. They were tied 10-10 at half. But Michigan dominated the second half, beating Indiana in the second half 21-0. Again, winning 31-10. Big game. First, Penn State. We'll do a lot of preview for that in the upcoming days, but I want to focus on this game, give you a little recap. So, first, I think JJ had one of his best games. I think in the first half, he didn't play great. I think the second half, he had all three of his touchdowns. He had his first 300-yard game. And I think the reason why he found more success in the second half, the wide receivers were getting open. I think it was more of a pass-first offense and not a run-first offense. Not give it to Corum, have JJ pass. And I also thought it helped that he has a really good offensive line. And also wide receivers were making yards after the catch. All of that helped to JJ having a really nice game. Blake Corum had a good game. Now, the offense looks solid. The line looks good. JJ looks good. Corum looks great. The only concern I have is this wide receiver core. Look, we've been thinking that for the past 3 or 4 years, Cornelius Johnson will be a beast, or Ronnie Bell, or Eric All. Ronnie Bell is okay. Schoonmaker's okay. But they combined for, I think, 18 of the 24 completions for JJ. And why is it that Michigan could get such good defense and offensive line and running back, but they can't get good wide receivers? This is not blaming almost the wide receiver core for Michigan. It's saying that they're not good and we need better. JJ needs better people to throw to, and there's no reason we shouldn't have close to as good as Ohio State in wide receiver, because we have close, or if not better, with the count of Stroud for everything else. So I think that's a huge factor. I think next year I want to see a more emphasis on wide receiver core, because I think that's a big difference. The Michigan wide receivers, if you look at the Texas A&M for Alabama, Texas A&M got helped and was kept in that game because their wide receiver core. You look at USC, they won because their wide receiver core. Ohio State beat the living you-know-what out of Michigan State because their wide receiver core. In college, you need a good wide receiver core to be elite. Michigan seems like they haven't had that with Harbaugh. I think they need better. I really do. And it's a big concern heading into the big games in our schedule. The defense played good, right? 9 people had sacks. Oki had 2 sacks. McGregor had a sack. Harrell had a sack. Chris Jenkins had a sack. 9 in total. The defensive backs played great. DJ Turner, Rod Moore, Junior Colson's coming along. RJ Moten, Mike Santo looks good. So I think it was just a really nice team performance win. Obviously, the scary situation with Mike Hart happened. That happened somewhere in the middle of the second quarter. I think Michigan kind of lost its groove after that. They regained that after half, and they dominated in the second half. But I think just the only question, and the biggest question, is the wide receiver core, because they're just not making enough plays, not getting it open. But I actually did also like the play calling for Michigan in the second half, because it wasn't a give it to Corum every time. It was a run-first, pass-first option, and I really like that. Big Michigan game coming up. We'll have tons of analysis on that. I'm going to that one, so I will give you a first-hand look into that later this weekend. Thank you so much.